I was born an anxious person, and ever since childhood, I had fears. I did not talk to strangers until I was about 16. I started having panic attacks when I was about 11 years old, and things just got progressively worse throughout my teenage years. The only way that I knew how to deal with it was by avoiding all the situations that caused me to be afraid. So I was afraid to go over to friends' houses, to stay overnight. I was afraid to travel, later on to drive, even simple things like going to the movies, or if there was any kind of bad weather outside or even a cloudy day would set me off into having panic attacks. And what kind of brought me to a head when I decided to seek out help was I was supposed to go off to college, and I was having debilitating fears and was considering dropping out of college. And I was more embarrassed to drop out of college than to get help. So that was kind of my rock bottom that made me seek out recovery. And my dad had been a member of recovery for years and years, but I always thought, oh, those people are weird, or there's something wrong with those people, I'm not like them. But when I went to my first recovery meeting, I realized that these people are average people just like me. They have fears, some of them have symptoms that I don't have, but most of them had pretty similar experiences to what I had. So I got a lot of insight that first evening that you don't have to avoid every situation. You don't have to live with panic attacks, or at least debilitating ones. And I've been a member for about 12 years now. I've been a leader for about 2 years now. And basically, I find that with recovery, there's nothing that I can't do. I graduated summa cum laude from college with double honors major. I have a master's degree. I've traveled internationally. I got married. So basically, I live a very full and happy life because of what recovery has been able to do for me. I am self-led now and not symptom-led, which is one of our slogans. And even though I still have symptoms, I still get panic attacks, I still get anxious, I still get worked up about different things, I know how to handle it, I know how to use the tools. And if I do have trouble, I have a support network of people who are in recovery that I can call up, that I can get help from in different spots from. So instead of avoiding everything, there's pretty much nothing that I won't give a try. Recovery isn't just for people who have anxiety or depression or OCD. It really is a way of thinking about life and dealing with kind of the trivialities of everyday life. I have some family members who have come to recovery for anger issues, who have come to recovery because they are very stressed. I'm a high school teacher, and so I don't tell my students that I'm giving them mental health techniques, but we talk about have the courage to make a mistake. Is this a triviality, or is this a realistic situation? Is it worth getting worked up over? Can we express ourselves with culture? Can we express our feelings but suppress our temper when we talk to one another? So even though my students don't necessarily have nervous symptoms, it's a way of thinking, a way of talking to other people, interacting with other people that is healthy and productive, as opposed to letting your temper or your feelings control your life.